This is CBC Here and Now.
An unprecedented parade to mark a historic win tonight. The Growlers are on the prowl with a celebratory parade through downtown St. John's.
With George Street being the final stop for a raucous rally to celebrate the team's big win. Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Debbie Cooper.
And we start in downtown tonight, as you see, with hockey fans are there and everyone's getting ready for the rowdy Growlers, the Kelly Cup champs. They've paraded through the city with their prize and everybody's celebrating.
Ashley and Carolyn are out in the thick of it all, so let's check in with Here and Now's Carolyn Stokes, who I understand took part in the parade. Carolyn.
Debbie, I have absolutely no idea what you just said, but that's just fine because it is so loud down here. I did hear Anthony say the word rowdy, and that is an excellent word to describe the mood on George Street right now. It is just packed with people. We just finished the parade, so there was a long caravan of vehicles, everything from pickup trucks to Corvettes, all carrying the Growlers team and their families in the vehicles, traveling along Harbor Drive and up to Duckworth Street. I actually got to travel along with the player James Melindy, who's from the Goulds, lovely guy. And so right now we're on George Street, and they're on stage talking about this historic win, and they just yelled out, "The wait is over." And really, that's the feeling down here. This is a historic win, the first time a pro hockey team has won the Kelly Cup in this province's history. Now, I just mentioned a second ago that I was riding along in the parade along with James Melindy and his parents, Sharon and Glenn. So let's just have a look at what he had to say.
It's a very, very proud moment for a lot of, our team and the organization, and obviously being a first-year franchise and being able to win it in our first year is special in front of the fans here in Newfoundland. And you look at the support that we have here today, it makes it that much more special. So it's been an awesome day so far.
And what do you think about the crowd that came out today? It's a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome for people to take time out of their day to come and support us and just cheer us on and meet the players, get some autographs, some pictures. It means a lot to the team. For a lot of guys around here that played with us, it's special for the Newfoundland players, but also the players that aren't from here. The province has taken them in kind of as their own, and they made it feel like home. So there's a lot of proud people here, and it's an exciting day.
The proudest moment ever. We'd be proud of him before this, but this is the icing on the cake for us.
How special is this for you? You must be a really proud papa right now.
Oh, it's just totally amazing. It's been a dream come true. It's been a lifetime just with him, groomed him right through. What a guy. What a guy.
So the celebration is really just getting underway here on George Street. There's going to be a chance for fans to get their pictures taken with the Kelly Cup. And I do have one fan here who has a message for the Growlers. This is Renee. Renee, what do you have to say?
This is my favorite parade because the Growlers is my favorite ECHL hockey team, and just saying I play hockey, I'm going to Adam. And I was totally excited to get interviewed on the news.
Oh, well, I'm so happy I could make that happen for you. Give me a little swing there with your shirt. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Well, that's it for me down on the bottom of George Street. I believe that Ashley is somewhere in this crowd, so I'm going to throw it over to her for our first look at the weather.
Yeah, I am up top. Have a beautiful view of the stage right now, actually. Nice and loud, as you mentioned. Now, temperatures today across the board, not too bad. We're seeing double digits for sure, 20-degree temperatures for parts of Central. We saw a lot of cloud cover. That cleared through the day. It's going to continue to do so as we head through the overnight. I'll have your full weekend forecast coming up.
All right, looks like a lot of fun downtown. Now let's get to the rest of today's news. Pride Week kicked off today in Grand Falls, Windsor, but the festivities have already been marked by what the town is calling an act of vandalism. The deputy mayor says somebody tried to damage the rainbow crosswalk there, and the city has proof. Here now's Garrett Barry has that story.
Look close. Yes, it's torn up paint.
It might be only 1 or 2 people that did this, but we don't know, and it's just sad that it's happened.
But for her, it means a lot more.
I mean, I'm a parent of an individual who's part of the LGBTQ+ community, so it's like someone saying your child's not welcome here, which is extremely personal and hurtful.
What we're looking at is the skid marks on this rainbow painted crosswalk. You see how some start right on this edge and stop right at this edge? Well, Miss McDonald-Wilkes says that's a sign, maybe, that this was anything but an accident.
We looked at our video. We do have surveillance video in different locations around town to protect our assets, of course. So, no, there was a pickup truck who stopped directly on the Pride sidewalk and smoked his tires.
It's the second year a crosswalk was painted, and the second year it has been defaced. While the town says it will investigate, the Pride Committee wants to keep focused.
And I think there might have been 1 or 2 negative comments. Everything else was positive.
And in another town, another story. Last year, Springdale was the center of rainbow crosswalk controversy when town council rejected one.
When we talked to council, I think it kind of went national.
This year?
Everything has changed quite a lot. Like, there's certainly more inclusivity in this town right now. From last year even, like it's so much greater.
For the record, there's still no Pride crosswalk, but
I don't know how anyone feels
Yeah,
about it this year,
I
because
think-
everyone's like,
Yeah, everyone's kind of
expecting.
just moved on from the subject, you know? Like, we don't really think about it, and we focus more on other aspects of supporting them. Like, we had a GSA forum just last week, and we are hosting Pride Week again.
these young people say there's more work to do, so they're still working. Garrett Berry, CBC News, Springdale.
Now, as for that damaged Pride crosswalk in Grand Falls, Windsor, the town has since repainted it.
The former accountant at St. Bonaventure's College in St. John's has pleaded guilty to fraud over $5,000. Yesterday, 32-year-old Kim Stagg entered a guilty plea through her lawyer in provincial court. Stagg's also facing 9 other charges, including criminal breach of trust, forgery, and using a forged document. Those charges span nearly 5 years. The forgery charges relate to monthly bank statements for St. Bon's. Stagg is due back in court for sentencing on the fraud charge in September. Occupational Health and Safety has filed charges in the deaths of 2 workers on a transmission line near Cumby-Chance. Jared Moffat and Tim McLean were killed when a tower collapsed 2 years ago. Today, OHS laid several charges against Forbes Brothers Limited and Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro. The 2 men were working putting up a transmission tower between Bay d'Espoir and the Western Avalon when it fell to the ground.
Some people in Faerieland are dealing with soggy, damaged property today after a nearby river overflowed earlier this week. But some say the surge wasn't just caused by rain, and they're worried about just what's in the water. Here Now's Meg Roberts has more.
Oh, we look at it like that, you can tell it's not mud.
This is what Tony Hayden's property looked like Wednesday morning. Hayden says although it rained the night before, he's never seen the river so full.
I got a call. I was at a friend's house. He said, you got to get home. Your land is flooding. When I got back here, well, it was certainly flooded. Underneath the bridge, it was all blacked up with planks and stuff like that there, board and sod, where someone obviously had been digging up the road, up the river a little bit further. We tried to clear it up as best we could and get the dam cleared up so to stop the flooding. That worked, but it's done a lot of damage beforehand.
Hayden believes construction upstream caused the overflow. He's wondering how he's going to clean the mess up and fix the damage to his bridge. But he's also concerned because the flood happened near an old pig farm.
And there's this, I don't know, like regard to damage, I really don't know what's in it, what has been done. If it has been removed or it can just be flushed out with water, I don't really know. Till I get someone that know more about it.
Hayden isn't alone. His thoughts are echoed by Jim Shanahan, whose parents live downriver. Their front lawn was also flooded, leaving behind an ugly mess.
This has to be addressed now and done properly through Environment Canada and everything disposed of. And if it means taking up sod and going down so deep to make sure there's no contaminants or whatever there, well then so be it. But it has to be addressed.
Their complaints reached the ears of government. Service NL went and tested the municipal water supply and says there's no contamination in that. But as for the water on the lawns, the onus is on the homeowners to test their own properties and well water. Meg Roberts, CBC News, Faerieland.
One of the leaders of a troubled Newfoundland union local is welcoming an investigation into allegations of financial wrongdoing. Earlier this month, the head office of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers stepped in and placed Local 2330 under trusteeship and suspended all the local officers. And as Mark Quinn reports, the international office is looking into allegations union money and power was misused.
CBC was sent a letter signed by top union officials. That letter details numerous allegations of wrongdoing by Local 2330. Among other allegations, it's alleged that ex-employees were given unauthorized severances. It's also alleged the local union president was given an inordinate amount of money for taxis and an automobile allowance. Last summer, some union members held a protest, saying the executive wasn't sharing information. And then last fall, Local 2330 held an election for officers and executive members. All of them were replaced, except for the local's longtime president.
All these allegations are basically stuff that the members put forward during this election campaign.
Slaney says he can't comment on what union officers did before the election, but he believes the new officers did nothing wrong.
None of our officers has any worries about any misbehavior on their part.
Slaney says the union local has already reduced spending by hundreds of thousands of dollars since last fall. Later this month, the union will hold a meeting to determine what happens next. Mark Quinn, CBC News, St. John's.
Well, if you happen to plant anything this weekend, or this week rather, that was a little bit frost sensitive, you might want to think about covering them up. I'll have those details in your full weekend forecast coming up. A little bit of a different scene behind me here. I'm at on George Street rather, at the Growlers Kelly Cup parade, but I still have your weather for you. And today, not too bad as far as that weather goes. If we take a look at the temperatures earlier today rather, we're sitting in the teens right across the board. 15 degrees here in St. John's this afternoon, 21 in Badger, 18 in Corner Brook, 16 in Happy Valley Goose Bay, and then Lab City sitting at 9 degrees today. Now, if we take a look at the temperatures, dropped a little bit this afternoon since then, about 1 degree for St. John's, but still looking at some beautiful temperatures as we speak. Now, the clouds cleared across the province today. I'm starting to see the sun peek out right in front of my eyes, and you can see that on the satellite and radar as that cloud cover continues to track out tonight. But with those clear skies and temperatures dropping, some light winds tonight as well, there is a frost warning. Mentioned that a little bit earlier, so if you were a little eager and you planted some frost-sensitive plants, you're going to want to cover those up tonight. Some patchy frost really anywhere where we're going to see those clearing skies tonight. We will likely see some fog patches develop along the northeast coast overnight tonight, and then up through Labrador, going to stay quite cloudy with that chance of showers as well. So here's a look at your forecast. 5 to 6 degrees. I have those temperatures a little bit cooler down along the coast. 4 degrees in Marystown, 2 for Corner Brook. But again, that patchy frost certainly in play with those light winds tonight. Happy Valley Goose Bay at 6 degrees tonight, and then Lab City, best chance is where we're going to see some of that flurry activity. Now, taking a look at tomorrow, there is a cold front that's going to sweep through, so we are looking at that chance of showers through the first half of the day, especially along the west coast. Maybe even a few rumbles of thunder around the Gander area, Bonavista North as well. And those temperatures, though, are going to be quite nice. So once we get rid of that fog and drizzle in the morning, we should reach 17 degrees in St. John's with some sun peeking out. Southeasterlies 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. Heading towards Grand Falls, Windsor, we're looking at sunshine and cloud cover. Again, there are that risk of thunderstorms up through even potentially Twillingate as well, reaching a high near 12 degrees. And then as we head towards the west coast, generally cloudy, 13 in Corner Brook, and then up through St. Anthony, 8 degrees, 10 in Marystown. And then as we head towards Happy Valley Goose Bay, 16 degrees tomorrow. Some peaks of sun as well with that chance of showers. Nain looking at 8 degrees, and drizzle on that with that onshore flow. Northwesterlies could see some fog as well. It's going to keep those temperatures a little cooler. And then Lab City sitting at 12 degrees tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. So overall, not too bad. And if you are planning on heading out to the Trail Razor in Bay Bulls, forecast looks not too bad. Temperatures around 12 degrees, but I'll get into more of that when I come back a little later in the show.
Okay, Ashley, enjoy yourself on George Street on a Friday night. Right place to be, obviously.
Absolutely.
All right. Ashley will check in again a little bit later on Here and Now. To Labrador now, shops and shoppers in the town of Happy Valley Goose Bay have about 6 months to figure out just what the best way to carry their goods home is going to be. The town became the latest community in Labrador to ban plastic bags today. Nunatsiavut communities have had a bag ban in place for a number of years now, and Cartwright banned the bag last year. While the provincial government has introduced legislation for a province-wide ban, it may take some time for that to be implemented, and Happy Valley Goose Bay didn't want to wait. The town says its rules should be in place by January the 1st, 2020.
It's a good move, and I think it's long overdue. And again, the public consultation we had was nothing but positive. And people expressed a willingness to us during our public consultation that yes, our community is in favor of banning plastic bags, and we want our council to move forward.
Listen up, all you gardeners.
This is the start gate. So when people come on Saturday morning, they'll all start a queue right here.
And when the clock strikes 10, it's off to the races for those gardeners eager to nab the best selection. It's the annual spring sale at the Munn Botanical Garden in St. John's. It's popular with gardeners of all levels, and it is happening tomorrow morning. Nursery manager Tim Walsh says there's always a lot of excitement.
Our Friends of the Garden, appropriately named FOG, have been working all year now producing a wonderful collection of plants, both through cuttings, through divisions, through seeds, and they've got all those plants ready now. and they're releasing them to the public. So on Saturday morning, the sale doors are going to be open, and we're really looking forward to getting some of these plants into some great homes. Well, it is like a garden party, really. You know, you got that real sense of something special happening, and everybody kind of coming together for the one goal. And this is actually a really interesting plant called the marsh marigold. And the plant collection has a wide variety of things. It's not just really common plants. It also is really specific plants, really sometimes hard to get plants that we have, of course, here at the Botanical Garden Collection. And some of the members of the Friends of the Garden have wonderful gardens themselves, so they'll sometimes divide their plants and bring them in as well.
Well, it's a party. I am live on George Street where the Growlers hockey team are celebrating their historic Kelly Cup win along with lots and lots of fans coming up on here. And now I'm going to speak with some of their super fans. It's coming up.
Let's take you back downtown now, where the action and action it is down there.
Definitely. There's a party underway to celebrate the Newfoundland Growlers, our Kelly Cup champions. Here now's Carolyn Stokes, as you've seen tonight, has been talking with fans as she joins us live once again. Carolyn.
Anthony, wow, it has been so exciting down here this evening. Things are starting to clue up in terms of like the onstage ceremony. Just have a look over there. Some fans are lining up now. They're going to get their picture taken with the Kelly Cup and some autographs being signed. So still lots of action happening down here and lots of fans. And with me right now, I have a few super fans. I guess you could call yourself a super fan, right?
Hey, I guess, yeah.
This is Dave Follett, and you're part of this Facebook group called Growlers Nation. All of you are. Can you tell me about why you love the Growlers so much?
Well, it's really a no-brainer. I mean, we all love hockey. We've watched hockey for years and years and years. These guys came from nowhere, all a bunch of young guys. They came in, they put together a fantastic team, and they took it from inaugural right to the final. It's amazing.
And what do you think of this event here today, the parade and the show on stage?
Awesome, awesome. We need to see this more. Like when this season starts now, 19 and 2020, I think the ticket sales are going to go up. I think everybody's going to get back into the way it was with the ice caps, and I think we're just on the road to. It's just been an amazing year, and I think we're well ahead.
And you know, I looked it up, and the past two teams that won the Kelly Cup actually had a back-to-back win. So I'm wondering if that bodes well for the Growlers. Maybe they'll have a back-to-back win as well.
100%. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are young, and they started and they're trying to get up, and they put this amazing team together, and here we are tonight celebrating with thousands of people, and I just think the future is so bright for them. It's unbelievable.
Awesome. And what's your name?
Nathan Hillier.
Oh, and I suppose that you are a fan of the Growlers as well?
Definitely.
Tell me what you think of all of this today.
I think it's amazing. I mean, I'm really glad. I was really excited when they won the Kelly Cup. And this is, I don't know, but
it is very exciting.
Very exciting, yeah. I'm really glad to be down here. I actually didn't think I would be down here. I'm glad all the guys are down here celebrating. Win the cup. I mean, it's a very special moment. They're the first people in the province to win this cup, and I think it's a really big moment, especially beating Toledo Walleye.
Are you going to go up there and get your picture taken with the Kelly Cup?
Yes, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
Of course we are. You know we are. We're going to go up there.
What's your name?
Dave Hillier, Nathan's dad, actually.
So you take him to the games?
I do, yeah, I do. I take my daughter, who I was trying to get over to get on camera also. She's a huge fan. I think her throat is gone from yelling that much, from cheering when they won the Kelly Cup. Mine is gone too. I don't know when it's going to come back. This is just absolutely phenomenal. I think for the province of Newfoundland and Labrador as a whole, it's great. It's I don't know. It's hard to describe, you know, the feeling. But I mean, I've watched all kinds of hockey going up through, from the Caps to that's the St. John's Caps now, not back in the old senior league, to the Maple Leafs, to the Ice Caps, the Winnipeg version, the Montreal version, and now here we have our own. This is our own Newfoundland Growlers. And
like I said on stage, the wait is over.
The wait is over. I mean, this is our team. You know, this is, you know, they can't take this team away from us. This is our own homegrown team. Yeah, you know, the Toronto Maple Leafs are a big part of it and that, but we got 4 proud Newfoundlanders that are playing on it. And, you know, that exuberated right through the series. You could see the pride coming from those guys and the rest of the hockey players, and it was really good to see, you know.
Well, you know, there's something really cool, actually. You can't really see it, but it's happening here behind us. There's a banner that's up on the railing there, and everyone is up there signing it. That banner is going to be a fixture in the rink next year. It's going to be a board along the rink. So are you going to go up and sign your name to get your name in the rink?
Sure.
Right now. Right now. We're heading up there right now.
I'll let you do that right now. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thanks very much.
All right, I'm going to go find Ashley because she is around here somewhere. I'm going to throw it back to the studio. Back to you, Debbie and Anthony.
Thank you, Carolyn. What a way to cap off this season, inaugural season for the Growlers, and look at those fans. They're just delighted.
Hanging around, the sun's coming out. Looks like a great time to get out there and celebrate the victory.
Well, let's move over now to France. On the heels of the 75th anniversary of D-Day, a fallen Canadian soldier was given a final resting place. Decades after Sergeant John Albert Collis died in the Battle of Normandy, his grandchildren made an emotional journey to France for the internment ceremony. The CBC's Thomas Dagla has more.
It was a touching ceremony here today at the Bretteville-sur-Laz Canadian War Cemetery, where upwards of 3,000 war dead are buried. Many of them died the same way Sergeant John Albert Collis died in 1944 in the later stages of the Battle of Normandy, weeks after D-Day, when Canadian forces were moving inland helping to liberate Western Europe. He was killed in July 1944. And his remains were buried here, at least some of them. It was only decades later, in 2017, when the remains of a Commonwealth soldier were found. They were analyzed by the Canadian Department of National Defence, and it was only this year that the family of Sergeant John Albert Collis was notified that those remains belonged to him.
My mom grew up not knowing who her dad was. It was always a touchy subject with her. So when we pulled in this morning, a lot of thoughts about my mom went through my mind, and the fact that I could actually be here to honor her is really special to us.
For sure.
What do you think she'd say?
I think she'd give me a big hug and say thank you. Yeah.
Along with the skeletal remains found in 2017, if you can imagine, was a ring bearing the initials of Sergeant Collis, and yet experts still needed to use DNA analysis and dental records to find out just who that ring and those remains belonged to. Here's the expert who worked on that.
We had a soldier who was already buried in a cemetery. There was a ring with the initials JAC on it who did not correspond to any soldier who went missing in the area who had no known grave, and only truly corresponded with Sergeant Collis. So that was always a clue as to who this could be.
So today, 75 years after Sergeant Collis was killed, he was given a proper service, with members of the Canadian Forces bringing in a small box with his remains inside, placing them next to the burial site where his other remains were already buried here at Bretteville-sur-Laz, giving some sense of closure to his family generations after his death. Thomas Dagla, CBC News, Bretteville-sur-Laz, France.
A community in the Northwest Territories has come together to honor 3 boys who made a desperate escape 50 years ago. The boys were just 11 and 13 when they ran away from a residential school in Inuvik. Only one survived the journey home, and today that boy, now grown up, is remembering his friends as well as his painful past. Gabriella Panza-Beltrandi has more.
I want people to know about what it was like to run away from people that just that are mean.
For 2 weeks, Bernard Andreessen and his friends lived off the land as they tried to reach their homes in Tuktoyaktuk. By the end of the second week, Andreessen was the only one left. He was 11 when he ran away from Stringer Hall in Inuvik. Now, 46 years later, as Andreessen is embraced by members of the community, it's clear old wounds are reopening, remembering his companions who didn't make it.
You know, if I graduate from a program, or if I graduate from school, or if I'd done something to better my education, I think of them and I wonder, would they be in my shoes? Would they do the same thing I would do, or how would they feel being here today?
The ceremony was planned after grade 9 teachers at Inuvik's secondary school began to teach their students about truth and reconciliation. They talked about residential schools and the local story many of the kids already knew, including Tyler Gordon Barr.
There's residential school here. I had relatives that went there. I know a lot of people who've been there, survived.
Gordon Barr says the class helped him talk to his own mother about her experience with residential school. As for Anderson, after the ceremony, he traveled to Tuktoyaktuk to be with friends and family, taking a much different route than the tragic one he took so many years ago. Gabriella Panza-Beltrandi, CBC News, Inuvik.
UK Prime Minister Theresa May has officially resigned as Conservative Party leader, but she will be sticking around for a few weeks until a new leader is chosen. There are several contenders for leadership, but the front runner is Boris Johnson, the former Foreign Secretary and a prominent Brexit campaigner. Others in the race include Environment Secretary Michael Gove and Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt. The new leader will become Prime Minister and will be tasked with accomplishing what May could not, a Brexit deal. The results of the leadership race are expected July 22nd.
Canada's Christine Sinclair is on the verge of becoming the greatest goal scorer in international soccer history, and she could reach the record at her sport's premier event. The Women's FIFA World Cup began in France this afternoon, and Sinclair is heading into the tournament only 4 goals shy of the all-time record for a man or a woman. In 19 years of international play, she has scored 181 goals. The current record is 184, and that is held by American Abby Wambach. Canada's national team ranked 5th in the world and captained by Sinclair. The team takes to the pitch on Monday. Good luck.
Good luck.
We inspired a few this week for sure.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be a pilot, right?
I know, I can't believe I get paid for it.
Elevating women and girls.
Here Now's own pilot, Ashley Brawweiler, meets a peer who is eager to see more women take flight.
We're into June now, and we're about to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Alcock and Brown's transatlantic flight. Now, aviation is generally a male-dominated industry, but the group Elevate is trying to change that. And I am now joined by Air Canada pilot Kim Windsor, and she is part of that group. And you are originally from St. John's.
I am, yes.
And what got you into wanting to be a pilot?
Well, I'm a 3rd generation pilot, and my father still holds a private pilot license. My grandfather also flew. So I grew up around it. I love it. And it was there was always an airplane around to go flying, so I decided that that's what I wanted to do as a career. It wasn't my first choice originally, but then once I got an introductory flight, I was hooked, and I said, that's it. This is what I want to do for a living.
And so I was talking a little bit about the group Elevate. Can you tell me a little bit about that? You know, it is male dominated. Why is it so important to get females into the world of aviation?
So aviation is, like you said, a very male dominated industry. Elevate, what their motive is to promote and educate women for careers in aviation. And this week we're doing a cross-Canada tour. We're very excited. All the attendees get an opportunity to hear different aspects of aviation and different careers. The day consists in the morning of speakers from a different avenue in aviation, pilot, ATC, aircraft maintenance engineer, dispatchers, flight attendants. And then in the afternoon they get a tour of the facilities at the airport. So it's really great. Targets ages junior high and high school students, or any female that maybe wants to do a career change.
And why is it so important to have the events like this to inspire women?
I think there's still an understanding amongst women that, and young girls, that aviation is not as open for them as it is for males. So I think to kind of educate them and make them aware of the opportunities that's out there for them, it gives them more opportunity to pursue a career in aviation. And a lot of them are very interested and think it's pretty cool. So we inspired a few this week for sure.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be a pilot, right?
I know, I can't believe I get paid for it.
Get paid to have fun.
Yes, absolutely.
So what message do you have for young women who are thinking about a career as pilot today?
Well, basically what I say to young women is the sky's the limit. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, there's always obstacles in the way of anything, but you just push through those obstacles. And what I like to say to young girls when I'm talking to them, that there's no mountain too high that they cannot climb. And onward and upward and keep reaching for the stars.
Amazing. Okay, well, on that note, she's got to get on this plane and pilot it to Goose Bay. So thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Now, that cross-country tour that you just heard about, it also landed in Happy Valley Goose Bay this week, and it was the biggest turnout yet for Elevate Aviation, that organization that pushes for gender equality in the aviation industry.
A very big turnout. The group of young women got to tour the local airport, the control tower, and an Air Borealis Twin Otter. Right now, only 17% of air traffic controllers are women, while 5% of pilots are female.
To inspire some young ladies into the field of aviation, and we have a bunch of different speakers in different jobs within the aviation world. So what we'll do is we'll talk about our jobs and hopefully inspire those to become into that field as well.
I don't find it scary anymore. It is a bit challenging. Every day is different, so the weather, you know, like you're flying in a snowstorm or in the fog, in the wind, rain. So it is scary when you first go to flight school and like you first start flying, but it's a great experience.
Yeah, it certainly is. Great career. You can see a lot of places.
A great career, and it's a great hobby to have as well on the side, like our very own Ashley. She's been a pilot for some time.
Yeah.
She loves it, and maybe we'll get her out in the air and doing some more interviews.
Let's get a here and now glider for her.
Aha.
And maybe even a
She'd be
plane.
game.
She would.
Trail Association was born 25 years ago. It was 1994, and this was the start. I probably shouldn't have worn this on the hike today, but at the big Trailraiser hike on Saturday, June 8th, you can do the East Coast Trail your way.
Join CBC NL at the annual Trailraiser hike in support of the East Coast Trail Association. The fun starts in Bay Bulls with 5 hikes to choose from.
It's skipping.
Register online at eastcoasttrail.com.
Well, I'm back here at the Kelly Cup Parade on George Street. Now, we just saw that promo for the Trailraiser. I'm going to be there tomorrow morning, and if you're wondering what the forecast is going to be like, we'll take a look at that. It looks not too bad. I mentioned the fact that we could see some drizzle and fog develop through the night tonight, but tomorrow that drizzle should end. We should actually see the sun clear out. Temperatures around the time that we start the hike should be around 12 degrees and relatively light winds. So definitely looks like a nice day for a hike tomorrow afternoon. Now, looking ahead into Sunday, we're going to see some more cloud cover, and we can thank that low pressure system that's going to move through. We're going to see northeasterlies, which means RDF for the most part along the northeast coast as well as the Labrador coast. Otherwise, just a few more showers moving through. Best chance of seeing that sunshine will actually be for Lab City and down through the southwestern portion of the province as we head into the afternoon. Those temperatures don't look too bad. They're going to drop around or along the northeast coast, rather, barely making the double digits. It looks like 10 degrees for St. John, same for Gander. Heading towards Grand Falls, Windsor, 13 degrees, 16 and plenty of sunshine for Port aux Basques, and then a same temperature up through Lab City. So certainly nice weather there. Now there's that low pressure system I was talking about just to the right of your screen there. That's sticking around, not too long though, just through Monday it looks like. So you're going to continue to see that. Then we should see some clearing skies into Tuesday. That's certainly the best day at the beginning of the week. Then we see that next low pressure system move in. That's going to spread some showers. It still looks warm, but certainly into Wednesday afternoon, we're looking at some periods of rain through the day. So here's a look at the next 5 days. St. John's and eastern Newfoundland, 17 degrees should be the afternoon high tomorrow. Again, that drizzle and fog through the first half of the day.
Oh, that's a pity. So Ashley got preempted by the forces of nature as she was describing them.
It was the rowdy crowd in
that's-
George Street. No, I'm only teasing. We're not sure what happened. We may be able to reconnect with Ashley. She was just about through her forecast, and she was going to have a chat with some very young fans. So we'll take a break and see if we can reconnect.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties there, but I believe I was on central forecast. We'll just take a quick look at that as we head through the next couple of days. 20 degrees tomorrow. Beautiful. That sunshine should peek out through the day. We dip back down a little cooler into Monday, but next week looks lovely at about 20 degrees for Tuesday. Wednesday is the best chance we'll see some showers there. For western Newfoundland, 13 degrees tomorrow. A little cooler, but wouldn't be surprised to see that sun peek out, especially down for the southwest. Heading into the beginning of next week, plenty of sunshine and 15 degrees. Those temperatures generally steady over the next couple of days. And then for eastern Labrador, 16 degrees with sunshine peeking out. Again, still looking at that chance of showers into next week. 16, 18 beautiful degrees by Tuesday. And then we're looking at temperatures on Saturday for western Labrador, 12 degrees. Sun and cloud and beautiful for both Sunday and Monday, and then temperatures sitting around 15 degrees for the beginning of next week. So that's a look at your forecast. I have a couple of excited fans with me right now. I'm going to introduce you to them. I'll just bring you over here a little bit more. What are your names?
Quinn, Elliot, Cole.
And did you guys get a chance to check out the Growlers? Why are you here?
Because we want to see the Growlers parade.
What did you go see the games all season?
Mhm.
Do you play hockey?
Yeah, I seen all of the Growlers games except for 2.
Except for 2. Did they win the games all that you missed?
They only lost like 3 or 4.
Oh, you really know your game. Okay, so who's your favorite player?
Alex Branson.
Who's your favorite player?
Alex Branson and O'Brien.
What about you?
O'Brien, Power, and Melindy.
And why do you like them?
They're really good hockey players. I like them because I'm a defenseman, so is my dad.
Ah, so you play just like him, right?
Yes.
What about you?
I like them because they're good players.
Anything else?
No.
No, that's okay. All right, so did you guys enjoy the parade so far?
Yeah.
And my understanding is you guys are about to go meet some of the players and get their autographs. You gonna get them to sign your jerseys?
Yes. Yes. And some on our shirts.
And some on your shirts. All right. Your sweater. That's awesome. All right, so that's it for me for the weather. I believe we'll come back in a little bit.
Birthday and anniversary greetings is brought to you by Lane's Retirement Living. With a pool, cinema, and chef-prepared meals, everyone wants in. Reserve your suite today.
Happy 50th anniversary today to Anne and Jerry Hurst from Bowmanville. Happy 93rd birthday to Nora Penny of Grand Falls, Windsor. Nora continues to be active, volunteering in her community. Happy 60th wedding anniversary to Clarence and Yvonne Greeley of Kappa Hayden. Their anniversary was yesterday. A very special happy birthday to Charles Moores in Paradise, who will celebrate his 102nd birthday this Sunday. Happy 92nd birthday to Marion Pickett of Centerville. Marion lives in Gambo and her birthday was on Wednesday.
And a happy 90th birthday this past Tuesday to Audrey Harris in New Chelsea, with special greetings from a slew of relatives, including 20 great-grandchildren. Congratulations. Congrats as well to Douglas and Olive Toop in Corner Brook on their 58th anniversary this past Monday. And a happy 62nd wedding anniversary to Durham and Mary Finley in Trepassey, who celebrated on Tuesday. And a happy 91st birthday greeting to Ann Penny in St. John's. Happy 52nd wedding anniversary to Matt and Bertha Kelly in Port au Choix, who celebrated on Monday.
Happy birthday to Annie Lovelace of Seal Cove, Fortune Bay, who was 92 years old on Wednesday. Also 92 this week, happy birthday to Blanche Hollett of St. John's, whose big day was yesterday. Birthday greetings to Mildred Kennedy, who celebrated her 93rd birthday on Wednesday. Mildred lives in Clark's Beach. It's a golden anniversary for Peter and Josephine Rogers from Labrador City. They celebrated yesterday. Happy 60th anniversary to Walter and Blanche Collins of Hare Bay, who also celebrated yesterday.
And a happy 97th birthday today to Minnie McDonald from Collinette. And best wishes to Alice Abbott, who celebrates her 90th birthday this coming Monday. And a happy 50th wedding anniversary greeting to Harvey and Bertha Brenton in Grand Bank, who are celebrating today. As well, a happy 51st anniversary greeting to John and Nell Marr.
And happy 50th wedding anniversary to Laura and Cornelius Moraz, who are celebrating today. Congratulations to all.
Yeah, there we go. Lots to celebrate for everybody tonight on Friday. That's part of the tradition here on Here and Now on Fridays. So well done to everybody.
And speaking of celebrating, that's Carolyn and Ashley down at George Street.
All right, we are down here on George Street. Ashley, I finally found you. Yes. Through the crowd.
There's a bunch of us out here.
Yeah.
Just a few.
A lot. And it's starting to thin out a little bit now. You can see the crowd there behind us on stage. People getting their picture taken with the Kelly Cup and the players signing some autographs. So it's been a very exciting evening for sure. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to continue the celebrations into the night. But there's one thing that we wanted to do before we go, right?
Yep.
We want to sign this poster that they have over here that's going to be added to the border in Mile 1 Center. So let's just go over and sign our names, be a permanent fixture in Mile 1 Center. Let's see if we can find some room. Can we squeeze in here, guys? Do you mind if we squeeze in so we can sign our names too? Thank you.
Where do you want to put it?
I'm going to put mine right here.
Right here. Yes.
There they are, Anthony, becoming a part of history, part of sports history in the capital city, and for the whole province as well.
So awesome. And the sun came out.
Great night. Good night, everyone.
Good
All
night.
right, guys. Have a good one.
It is a beautiful evening for that. This morning, I don't know if all our audience knows, but it was pouring rain here.
Yeah, absolutely, in St. John's.
We were wondering about the parade and what they would do, but of course it cleared out and everybody had a good time.
Yeah, and it's amazing after such an amazing season with that run in the playoffs to actually see everybody come out, because there was some concern, a new team, ECHL, there had been such turbulence in the hockey world and province, especially at the professional and semi-professional level, that to see the team do that in the first year and to see everybody come out like that today, because the weather's not great, it's a Friday, what's the turnout going to be like? But the turnout was spectacular.
It was, and you could see, you could hear from people who were going to Mile 1 that the audience, the attendance increased and increased. They got used to the Growlers and got to really own them, and it showed. So look out for season's tickets next year. You better get in line.
Yeah. And now Ashley and Carolyn end up on George Street Fridays most weeks, so they're just going to continue from there. But we figured, given the celebration tonight, we'll probably end Here and Now tonight by taking a last look at a beautiful sunny day downtown. So why not end on that?
Sounds good. Have a great weekend. Weather's not too bad, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Good night.